Islam, family. All right, what is our question?
The question is, may you please demonstrate, according to the prophet, Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And I'll read it. It says, "And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul."
Islam. So what we be talking about, okay. Okay. We have an ancient word, jasad, which deals with the body. Okay. We have ruach, which deals with soul. We have nafish, which deals with spirit. Okay. Spirit, as it comes down, as through the Romance languages, this word spiritus, right, which is breath. Okay. This word soul, when we read the soul of man in the Holy Quran, the Moorish American of America, the prophet gets to demonstrating the faculties, you know what I'm saying, of the soul, right? And he talks about the actions of the soul. He talks about thinking, understanding, reasoning, and willing. He said, call these the actions. These are the actions of the soul. These are its essence. But don't think that the soul is just those things, okay? So the essence of it, what I'm going to put is, okay, and this body, right, or this jasad in Arabic they have, right, is the carnal self, right? But what is necessary to, what the prophet calls the coarser garb of flesh, this is necessary to house the soul and the spirit so you can get the experiences of the material plane, all right? So to go into the, the actual verse when it talks about, he breathed into, man, the breath of life, and man became a living soul. It is from that holy breath, right, which in the ancient understanding would have been the nafish. Okay? Because the body by itself is just bacteria, right? So it doesn't have the essences that come later once the breath is taken in, okay? So it says once he breathed, that holy breath, man became a living soul. So once the breath was breathed into man, right? Man, which is also woman, by the way, humanity as a whole, is now able to demonstrate thinking, understanding, reasoning, and willing, all right? But again, these aren't the soul, these are the essences of what soul is, okay? And when we look at, what a human being is all of this, okay? But in essence, the real self is the breath, because that is Allah, and the nearest place to meet Allah is in the heart. So when you find yourself getting out of whack and emotional and conflicted and stuff like that, all you have to do is breathe. You call on the breath and oxygenate the brain and it remind you of your own divinity via thinking, understanding, reasoning, and willing. And especially this one right here, that reasoning, all right? Because the animal self is incapable of reasoning. It can only act according to its passions. The body, feed me, I'm hungry. Let me go to sleep, I'm sleepy, so on and so forth. It's responsive to stimuli, all right? However, the higher aspect can say, via reasoning and willing, I think we're going to fast today. I'm going to deny the body so I can be more divine, all right? So in that verse, we become the living entity via the holy breath, okay? So then man became a living soul. Before that, you were just, that's that body, not you, because you are not your body. But the body itself is just an animal. That's all it is. People forget that the human beings are mammals, by the body only. The thing that makes a distinction from you and an animal is the fact that you can change your station in life via these right here, these attributes right here. If you don't demonstrate these right here, you become an animal, hence they call you Negro. Okay? The Negro is a beast. You know, Prophet Noble Drew speaks about this shadow self, right? When he talks about, you know, Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and beast. And that's coming in an order, a stratified order, where beast is the lowest one. Remember, Lucifer was a light bearer. So even in his lower self activity, there was still a certain level of intellect, right? By the time you get down to beast, all you're talking about is responsive. You know, just, you know, responding to, you know, being a reactionary, okay, not being proactive. So that's, you know, that's my basic portion on that verse, you know, using Prophet Noble Drew. And I hope that offers some insight. Peace and love.